Hello, welcome to Comfy Cozy Up. So today I'm going to be doing a book review, and it's for the latest release from Jerome Dickey. I received Bad Men, Wicked Women from the publisher about a few weeks ago, and I decided, dive in, check it out. The book is also released today, which is the 17th. It is a story about a man named Ken Swift, and he is a enforcer. So he lives a life of crime. Then in one day, his estranged daughter, who he hasn't seen since she was 5, approached him demanding money, and she's willing to blackmail him in order to get that. So this caused a series of events that happened within a 2-day span of his life, as well as him trying to find out why would she need that kind of money, and as well as all the things that he's thinking about as far as her mother and what happened years ago. In this story, I was drawn to it at first because the first 150 page was corny. It's the best way I could put it. I literally laughed when it comes to writing because dialogue was of an old man, but the character is about 43. So there are times where I'm just puzzled by what was happening, but I found myself laughing because I felt like, where is he going with this story? I own about 13 of his books, so I'm used to his writing style, but this book entertained me because of some of the things that was happening in the story and pretty much the dialogue. But once I was able to get past the 150 pages of hot mess, I started really liking this. I started really liking the action pack because it really got real exciting. His life and things was going on got caught up with him, and there's like that survival mode and that gangster mode, and it became a very action packed book. However, there's also those moments where he is talking about social, racial, and all these other issues that I'm not sure why, but I'm scratching my head reading this like, huh? But again, I was entertained by the foolishness that was going on in this book. I don't even really know how to really describe this book more. Like, I would think it's like a Guy Ritchie, a Quentin I can never pronounce that man's name. You know what I'm talking about. That kind of movie where it's these criminals driving around in their car and doing things, but then having these weird conversations that has nothing to do with what they're doing, but they feel the need to have these conversations that is supposed to be enlightening, but yet still they're living a life of crime. That's how this book remind me of. I had a hard time rating this book. I have a hard time because I didn't hate it, but at the same time, it's a lot of hot mess going on in this book, and I was entertained. I literally felt like if I was talking about this book with somebody who's read it, I could probably have a drink in my hand and laugh at some of the things that were said in this book that was ridiculously stupid. But it was that kind of stupid that you just can't help but laugh. That's what I felt about this book. Now, it transitioned well between the characters. There's a few women involved in this book, and they all have certain kind of badass to them. But there's also like this book. All I can say is, if you like those kind of sketchy mixture of madness in a book that is action packed, and you probably really enjoy this. But keep in mind, there's some things in this book that is like, I think it's like an old man kind of thing, because some of the things that was said just remind me of an old man. like somebody's grandpa that's having a conversation and you're just entertained by the foolishness that's coming out of the man's mouth. That's how it felt when I was reading this. But I laughed. I actually laughed. It's not meant to be a comedy, but the things that was going on just had me laughing a lot. Or scratching my head. So that's all I'm gonna say about this book. That is it. This book is interesting and weird, but also entertaining. So yeah, that is all I'm gonna say about this, and thanks for watching. And comment if you've read this book, or if you've read any of his books that are a little bit different from like his older books. And you know, let's talk about Mr. Jerome Dickey here. So, alright, thanks for watching and have a good day.